Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Alina Craft Studio. Today I'm going to show how I create custom cookie cutters using GenShapr from start to finish. I've already made similar video before using a different service to make 3D model for cookie cutter, but after testing a few options I decided to stick with GenShapr. I really like the interface. It's simple, easy to use, and the settings gives me exactly what I need for my projects. Also, the subscriptions is more affordable and includes more useful features. You can create up to 3 designs for free each month, which is perfect if you just want to test the platform. So, let's get started. First step, choosing the design. If you have a 3D printer, the best part is that you can create a cookie cutter in absolutely any shape you want. For this, you will need an image with a white background and clear black outline. That outline is very important because it will define the shape of your cutter. I usually find my images for cookie cutter on Canva or online. And if the image doesn't have an outline, I create one in Canva using the shadows feature. Here you can see how to make it. I click outline, then change color to the black. Then we download image or make a screenshot. It's quick and easy. I simply add a thin black outline around the design. Once your image is ready, we upload it into GenShapr. Now we will turn in this image into a 3D model. On the left you can see all my settings that I use for my cookie cutters. On the right is our 3D model. The first thing what I do is create a name for the file. It will be ice cream, and also I add the size. It will be 3 inches. We can create the size in two options. I usually use inches. We can see all changes in real time. Here I need my cookie to be measured by height. So I will change this parameter. And now this is exactly what I need. Now time to make a cookie cutter blade. For my cookie cutters, I use blade depth 15 mm and wall thickness 1 mm. GenShapr has 3 blade style: the standard, the second tapered, here you can see the difference, and last one, which I personally use. Let's look at closer. On the left you can see what size I use for chamfer. Here I adjust the size for handle. Another feature I really love in GenShapr is the ability to add text directly into your cookie cutter. You can place text in the side of the cutter, and this can be really useful. For example, you can add the name of the design, because sometimes it's not always obvious what the shape is. You can also include the size of the cutter, which is super helpful, especially if you are making multiple sizes. If you will sell cookie cutters, you can add your brand name. I also use this feature for a school donation project. I added the name of my son's school to the cutters, which made them more special. The text tools are simple and flexible, so you can quickly customize your design exactly the way you want. When our cookie cutter model is ready, we export it as STL file. This is the file format we need for 3D printing. Next, I will show the settings I use in my printer. I have Bambu Lab 3D printer. Here is the software. On the left you can see my printing settings, which I use for printing my cookie cutters. Here I will select preset 16 mm high quality, then click Project Preview. Here you can see that this cutter will print it in 25 minutes. Next we click Print Plate and select filament color. After that we can start printing. And finally, the most satisfying part, the result. Here are the finished cookie cutters that I sell at my Etsy shop, and here you can see the cookies that my friends made for me. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more DIY and crafting ideas. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy crafting, my friends!